Hello to everyone from my office at Notre Dame. My name is Andrew Kennedy, and I'm going to talk to you about some work we've been doing in Western Ireland near the Kylemore Global Gateway. Now, this is going to be different from a lot of what you'll see from the other gateways. We're looking at water as a force that's shaped the landscape and has left records of climate. In particular, we're looking at giant boulders and boulder deposits that have been left by storm waves on the rocky coasts of Western Ireland. So looking from a map, you can see Notre Dame, and then moving on to Kylemore, and our study area is this area southwest of Kylemore. This is the general area. There's some more things to go with it, but this is the general part we're looking at. Now, over hundreds and thousands of years, these storm waves have left coastal boulder deposits that are long-term climate records. They have a history of what has happened over past centuries. And if we learn to interpret these Irish deposits, what the deposits say about the waves and the climate that generated them, then we can go to other sites where we know very little compared to what we know in Ireland and try to learn about their storm waves and tsunami histories. The boulder deposits in Western Ireland are some of the most extensive anywhere in the world. As you can see, they are generated when storm waves inundate either low elevation shore platforms or high cliffs. The waves are so strong that they dislodge and move boulders from the bedrock and push them inland. Sometimes they can form large boulder ridges that are almost continuous along the coast. Surprisingly to some, these boulder deposits are also found on the tops of high cliffs when storm waves shoot up the cliff faces and inundate the cliff tops, generating the boulders. This video shows wave inundation during non-stormy conditions at a location called the Wormhole. Waves shoot up the cliff face and inundate the cliff top. It's difficult to see the scale here. So here now is a tourist video of a woman at the same location. You can see how small she is. Now, in this video, waves also inundate the cliff top and they sweep her off the wormhole and go down into the lower part. Miraculously, she survived with only minor injuries. But now imagine what it will be like during a storm. In a storm, the waves are 3 to 4 times larger. So extreme waves will inundate all but the largest cliffs, and they can generate, dislodge, and move very large boulders. I'm only going to show one result here from our work in Ireland. This figure gives an analysis where we scale the boulder sizes right here and elevations above sea level with the 100-year return period storm wave height HS near the deposit. Most of the data here is from Western Ireland, but we also have data from other locations around the world. So there are many aspects to this, but what it really shows is that boulders can be large and at low elevation. They can be small and high elevation, or some combination of the two. As we move further inland, what we can see is that we do not get the largest boulders and we do not get the high elevations. We are confined to a smaller portion of this space. We can also draw a pretty clear bounding envelope. On one side, we find the boulders. On the other side, we don't. So if we find some deposit, which would be scaled on the right side here, it is probably not from modern storm waves. So we're doing all sorts of analyses like these with our Irish colleagues. We're also planning more workshops and field experiments for hopefully when COVID becomes more manageable. A major goal in the next few years is to bring our colleagues in Ireland together with other researchers around the world to pool expertise and data. We're just starting up a new organization for this purpose, shown here, and continuing work in Western Ireland and meetings at Kylemore will play a major role. So with that, I will end this teaser, and I hope you learned a bit more about some issues in the vicinity of the Kyle Moore Global Gateway. Thank you.